It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Why it is wrong for Ohanaeze Indigbo to declare September 29th, 2021 as Igbo Day on Mourning or Igbo Day of Mourning. Before now, September 29th of every year has been set aside by the Ohanaeze Indigbo as Igbo Day to celebrate the culture of the Igbo people, to celebrate themselves, and the event is usually filled with funfairs and acrobatic display of rich Igbo culture. As obtained from the Daily Post, the 2021 edition of the Igbo Day celebration scheduled to hold in Enugu and Oka has been cancelled. Instead, the Apex Igbo group had declared the day as Igbo Day of Mourning. According to the report, the Ohanaeze has urged all the Igbos within and outside Nigeria to take the day to mourn their fellow Igbos whose lives were cut short during security operations in the southeast and some parts of the south-south, herdsmen, Boko Haram and bandit attacks, and also the youth who were killed in the name of fighting a secessionist group in the region. Since this report was made public, many Nigerians have continued to react differently. The Ohanaeze Indigbo Worldwide set Wednesday, September 29, 2021 for the 2021 edition of the Igbo Day celebration at Enugu with the broad theme of Onye Agana Nwaneya, meaning be your brother's keeper or do not abandon your brother, especially in times of need. This day by them because the President General of Ohanaeze Indigbo, Ambassador Professor George A. Obiozo, who dropped the hint through a press statement issued by the National Publicity Secretary of the Ohanaeze, expressed that optimism that this year's Igbo's Day a celebration will be very unique in several ways. In furtherance of that, Obiozo set up a central planning committee to be headed by a retired federal bureaucrat and traditional ruler of Olo community, Iziagu, local government area of Enugu State, His Royal Majesty Ambassador Lawrence O.C. Agubusu, the chairman, Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, with Chidozie Alex Ogbonaya, the National Publicity Secretary of Ohanaeze Indigbo, as secretary. It was said that the Tribune Online learned that it was part of the decisions reached at the inaugural meeting which took place at the National Secretariat of Ohanaeze in Enugu on Tuesday, wherein the event was set to mark the year's Igbo's Day were actually rolled out. It was said that the event would be heralded by prayers in all churches in Igbo land on Sunday, September 26th, and to be followed by a lecture at the International Conference Center, Institute of Management and Technology, and Enugu on Tuesday, September 28, 2021, by Professor Osita Ogbu of the University of Nigeria Enugu campus, and a Nollywood or creativity outing by prominent Igbo Nollywood entrepreneurs. The grand final is slated for Michael Okpara Square, Independence Layout, Enugu on Wednesday, September 29, 2021. Programs lined up for the grand finale include a march past by cultural troops from states and communities in Igbo land. According to Ogbonaya, more importantly, the event will offer a unique opportunity for individuals, captains of industry, group, companies, universities, and states to showcase and advertise their local produce and innovation. It disclosed that the chairman of the community planning committee, Ambassador Agubusu, had commended the concept of Igbo Day and promised that the committee would do everything possible to deliver on its core mandate. Similarly, in his remark, the Ohanaeze spokesman and Central Committee Secretary Ogbonaya hailed the choice of Enugu as the Igbo capital, and it offers necessary ambience, hospitality, peace and security. Ogbonaya added that the Igbo nation had decided that instead of mourning, we have chosen to celebrate God's love and kindness towards the Igbo, saying that we celebrate the inner capacity and perseverance in the Igbo to break physical boundaries to achieve results where we fail. We celebrate that we passed through the valley of shadow of death and bounced back, through the belly of the whale, traversed turmoil and hell, and bounced back to glory and splendor. Saying that the Igbo people would actually, across the nation, should actually observe a minute silence at about 12 p.m. on September 29, 2021 to commemorate and to remember those who had lost their lives in the struggle, those who have used their life in the struggle of Igbos, and just to appreciate them as heroes of the Indigo. Therefore, this writer says that in his own view, that it is wrong for the Ohanaeze Indigo to declare September 29, 2021 as a day to mourn or observe any minute silence. He says the reason is not far-fetched, that it should be recalled that since the military was deployed to stop the wave of gunmen and attack and killings that recently rocked the southeast, many people in the region have argued that military operations in the region are a form of war against the Igbos, and this is due to the number of lives that were lost in the region. Some others have equally argued that the military operations in the region are ploys to destabilize the southeast. Whether the claims are true or not is not debate in this article. However, the point remains that such feelings are still fresh in the minds of the Igbos, and as such, the decision of Ohanaeze Indigo to declare 29th of September 2021 as Igbo Day of Mourning could be seen as a confirmation of what many had thought about military operations in the southeast region. And setting aside a day to mourn Igbo killed during the military operations and attacks by herdsmen, bandits, and Boko Haram insurgents would definitely bring back the memories of grief and pains to families that lost their loved ones to any of the issues mentioned above. This as well will cause more hatred between the Igbos and those they believe are responsible for cutting short the lives of many young men and women in the southeast region. And this is the article by one homopolitician Bosco, who is of the opinion that the September 29th set aside for Igbo's Day of Mourning was actually not needed, because it will actually confirm the fact that the people believe that the military operations in this Biafra land, the Igbo land, killing so many young men, arresting a couple of others, was actually a ploy to destabilize the southeast, and this was still, a contemplation. Perhaps it is true or not, and doing this would actually confirm it, and at the same time, it will bring fresh memories in the people who are families of this deceased, and they may continue to nurse pains and grief to continue to, fight the nation against this. However, the Ohanaeze secretary at the time says that the September 29 was not just a day for mourning, but a day to celebrate God's love and to appreciate the doggedness and the strength of the Igbo people come September 29, 2021. Thanks for listening.